K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook. Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us. Hey, everybody. It's J-Mac the Bearded One here with you on the Four Bros Radio Show. I'm joined tonight, of course, by my longest-running co-host, missed a show, missed one show in his history, one. But had stuff going on and totally understandable, was spending some time with the wife, and I would have kicked his ass if he came on here in that situation. So, Sarge, how's it going tonight, man?
Doing great. I think my wife would kick my ass if it would happen also.
Yeah, I'd have helped her. And I'm also joined tonight by Chris. Chris,
Hey.
how's it going tonight, man?
Pretty good. How's everybody doing tonight?
All right, and just getting on here, of course, you know him as the host of You Think You Know, two-time reigning champion, by the way. The host of that, you see him on a couple other shows, Sports Minute here once in a while, and his second straight episode on the Four Bros Radio Show. Welcome to the show, Big B. How's it going?
Yeah, no problem. I'm glad to be on. Just got off of work, so I'm sitting in the car right now. So what's up?
Oh, all right. So, let's see. You know what? We're gonna start a little different tonight. We've been starting with baseball for the most part with that, but I want to get you guys' thoughts on the NHL playoffs. I want to get you guys' thoughts on that first before we go into our normal topics. So let's take just a couple minutes. Let's go like 2-3 minutes. We go around. We'll say who we think's going to win, who's going to be in the Stanley Cup Finals, and who's going to win. We'll start with you, Sarge.
All right, I have to go with the. I want to say the Maple Leafs are going to squeak one by the Lightning for the Stanley Cup playoffs. Even though the Golden Knights are pretty tough right now, but I just want Joe Thornton to get his cup, and that's why I'm picking the Maple Leafs.
I mean, that's a good reason. Joe Thornton deserves it. He's been in this league a long time. He definitely deserves to get into the finals, and then whether or not he wins it, I mean, but he deserves it at this point. He's 41 years old. It's time to get Joe Thornton. Time to get Joe Thornton a chance to drink out of that Stanley Cup. So, Big B, what are your thoughts?
I was actually just listening to the Wild game myself here. They were getting schooled in the second period. Sorry, getting outshot. They only had one shot the whole second period, but they're up a goal, so they're going to have a battle there with the Knights. But I'm with Sarge. You know, let's go out and get them the cup for the Maple Leafs and let them drink out of it. I know that's what everybody wants to do with that cup. So I'm with Sarge and J-Mac on that.
All right, and of course, last but not least, never least, is Chris. Chris, what are your thoughts, man?
I'm picking Toronto as well, only because also that I want to see what happens when or if a Canadian team like makes it, each round, what that would happen due to the restrictions. See what happens there, and then I'm gonna pick probably St. Louis.
St. Louis, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So stateside, you're going St. Louis, and you got all right. Well, thanks for those. That was a good couple of minutes to start out the show and give those predictions. So let's go Major League Baseball now, and boy, I'll tell you what, I was really pissed. And remember, this is a radio show, so we can say some different words we can't say on a regular network show. You still can't drop the F-bomb. Let's refrain from that. But I'll say I was really pissed it was Thursday, when the Braves lost 6-4 to the Pirates in extra innings. I was like, that's it. Our season's over. We just lost to the frickin' Pirates. Like, forget it. Just Let's just take the damn field, tarp it up, let them not even play the rest of the year. And what do we come out and do the next day? We put up 20 runs and beat them 20-1. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if they went back in that locker room and someone just let them have it and they were like, look, you dumbasses, we just lost to the Pirates. You better start doing something. And all we did is came out the next day, hit 7 home runs, 2 of them being grand slams, had 7 doubles. So definitely took that. And then we beat them Saturday. What did we beat them? 7-1, and yesterday 6-1. So we, after that 6-4 loss, we gave up 3 runs the rest of the series. So that was good. Sarge, how are your Seattle Mariners doing?
Is that a joke? I mean, I don't know. Like, okay, that day that the Braves put up 20 runs, the San Diego Padres put up 16 runs against the Mariners. The Mariners are on the 6-game losing streak with half the team on the injured list, and they just lost their number 3 pitcher as of today. So I'm going to eat my humble pie and saying they're not going to make it to the wild card this year because our ship is sinking fast.
I didn't want to bring it up, man. I was trying to be, courteous to my longest running co-host. 6-game losing streak. I think the most amazing thing for me though is the 6-game losing streak after getting no hit twice in 2 weeks.
Ooh.
Hey, know what? The Mariners. I'm
just saying.
So I'm just gonna put this on record. The Mariners are gonna break a record this year, and they're gonna get no hit 3 times this year.
Ooh.
That's not bad. I mean, our batting average is below 2 as a team.
Yeah, I saw that. The Seattle's batting average as a team is 197.
No kidding. Are you serious? Wow.
Yeah, and so that takes us to Big B, who thought his team sucked at the moment, and then he heard
record.
he heard some of those numbers. Hey, Big B, how you feeling about Minnesota right now?
I don't know. I mean, they won today. Good for them. They'll probably lose tomorrow, so it'll be the same old. It's a team that we all thought, well, I should say all of us, but they're picked to go to the playoffs and possibly make a run. They got a lot of young guys I like coming up, and they're hitting the heck out of the ball. And Buxton, if he comes back and can perform like he did before he got injured, hate to jinx it, but he's MVP candidate. But right now, I'm with Sarge. I don't, I'll eat the humble pie too, and I don't think the Twins are going to make a run here, but again, it's Minnesota sports, so I say they won't make the run, and I'll watch them rattle off a good month where they lose maybe 2 games or something. They'll do something crazy to shock me. So,
okay, and that takes us to Chris, who's a Rangers fan. I'm sorry. Let's start with that. How's your team doing?
We're actually doing okay. We won our series against Houston. So, I mean, what was that? 3 games?
Didn't you sweep Houston?
Yes. That's what I mean. We won the series against Houston.
Yeah, so,
And tomorrow afternoon baseball against the Angels. So.
And that's,
congratulations, Chris. Now, do you want a cookie for that now?
I like cookies. But, I mean, right now they're playing okay. Right now. Keyword.
Yeah, that's always the key to think is they're playing good right now. Now we've talked about before, and I've talked extensively about this, about how I look at my team June 1st and I know what my team's going to be for the season. Well, June 1st is coming quick.
Yep.
We got 7 days left in May, and I actually feel good about my team. I know I've come on here and said I didn't feel good about them. They're in second place in a game and a half out of first now. And we're about to hit June 1st. And we're the healthiest we've been all year. Our pitching in the last 17 games has an ERA of 2.37. and our hitting's finally coming around. Acuna Jr. leads the Major League Baseball in home runs with 15. But Austin Riley, our third baseman, now we traded away B.J. Upton a few years ago for the 41st pick in the draft.
Wow.
That pick became Austin Riley. And Austin Riley, in his last 13 games, is hitting .414 with 6 home runs and 14 RBIs. So he's definitely coming into his own as a player, and he's been tearing it up for us and helping our offense. But real quick, I want to get you guys' thoughts on this because I heard this on another program I was listening to earlier and talking about Ohtani for the Angels and how they need to find a way to get him into the lineup every day.
Mm-hmm.
So, Chris, I'll start with you. What's your thoughts on that?
Not good for us. I mean, if you can find a way to play a good player like Ohtani, who can be like a multi-positional player, you know, find a way to do it. It'll save, I guess, player roster, your roster.
Well, and where they were coming from with it is they were like, everyone is talking about Ohtani, but we're not talking enough about Ohtani. And if that makes sense, what they were trying to say is, think about his numbers. These are Ruthian numbers.
Yep.
He is the first guy really since Babe Ruth that has an ERA less than 250. He's got a 247 ERA, and he's hit 13 home runs on the season as a pitcher.
Yeah, put him in the lineup.
So, what do you think, Big B? Do they got to find a way to get him in every day, even if it's as a pinch hitter? Yeah.
No, I mean, you already traded Pujols because the guy was hitting hot. He was hot. So I don't know why they just don't have him DH every game. And then, if they have to, bring him in later in the game to pitch. If it's a close game, he could pitch, the 8th, 7th, 9th inning maybe. Or, start him every 6-7 days like they have been doing and let him bat. So, yeah, he should be in the lineup 6 days out of the week, I think. No doubt.
Well, and here's what one of the guys was saying. He was saying, so instead of having him as a starter, in which he's going to throw 180 to 200 innings a year, why not put him as a middle reliever or a long reliever and have him throw 100 to 110 innings, but then you can use him in DH on the other days that he doesn't pitch. So if if he pitches the night before and bats, he's not going to pitch the next day.
Yep.
So then you can put him in the DH spot for the next 2 games, and then put him back in the bullpen for the next game.
Yep.
You do something like that to get him in the lineup. Sarge, what are your thoughts? MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most valuable pitcher.
Something. All right. I have to agree with you, J Mac, on that. I mean, yeah, he could be DH a couple of days, but he needs that one little rest because he's pulling like double duty or sometimes triple duties actually because he sometimes come out of the bullpen as a reliever. And you know what? Hey, just let him swing away. Just let him play.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. That's our baseball update. So we got is Seattle in 4th place, 3rd place?
Rangers are in. Yeah, Rangers are in 3rd.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay.
Both teams are 6.5 games back.
You know what? Mariners did break records though over the weekend. They got the 20,000th player of the MLB. Hold up. He's the 20,000th player that ever played in the MLB. So,
Yep.
I guess that's what they'll be remembered for in 2021.
You get it.
It probably won't be anything else.
It could be a trivia question down the road. We all know the answer. So,
And guess what? I will not forget that now. Okay, so we were also going to do a WNBA update. Chris, what do you got for us on that?
Let me see. I Get that up.
How is our Seattle Storm doing, Sarge?
Oh, they're doing great. They're 3-1. They're top in the Western Conference standings, and Brianna Stewart is just killing it. She's averaging about, I would say, 26 or between 24 26 points per game. And no, Sue Bird is still around, and being nice. It gives Stewart the MVP.
Dallas Wings lost 88-81 to the New York Liberty.
All right, and you know who plays for the New York Liberty, don't you?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Sabrina.
Oh, okay,
The Teenage Witch?
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Throwback.
Sabrina owns Q from Oregon.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was so she had a good first game. She'll make the New York Liberty good. They beat the Wings. Brandon, how are Minnesota Lynx doing?
You know, I will. If somebody can pull up the schedule, because I can't, or the record right now. The vibe we're getting here is kind of a rebuild mode ever since Augustus retired. So I know they were 1-0 or 0-1. I think to start the season. I think they might have played a couple more games, but you know I'm on my phone, so I can't pull up the schedule right now for them. So,
Well, I got
Okay.
you on. Oh,
Yeah.
go ahead, Chris, if you got it.
You're saying Minnesota?
yeah.
The Lynx, let's see. They're 0-3.
0-3. Yep. Okay.
Okay. Next game is Friday
Okay.
against the Storm.
Okay.
And their last game was Thursday. They lost 90-78.
Yeah. So yeah, they're not the powerhouse they used to be with Whalen and crew. So they're definitely going to go through a rebuild now, and hopefully, maybe make the playoffs, maybe play a little 500. But I don't expect that this year. So we'll see what 2022 brings, I guess.
How about
At
the
least they'll be
Connecticut's?
pumped up.
How about the Connecticut Sun being 5-0? Did anyone see that coming into the season?
No.
And
They play
Here's-
tomorrow.
right, but here's the reason why they're 5-0. Points against. They're on pace to set a WNBA record. They average giving up 68.8 points a game. Yeah, I said 68.
Wow.
The next closest team to that, by the way, is the Chicago Sky, who are giving up 75.3, which is almost 5 points a game more.
Yeah.
So there's not even a team in the league that's averaging less than 77 points a game. So Connecticut's giving up 68 points a game. That's insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they will do well. Let's see. Let's get you updated on the NBA. We don't talk about it much, but I do feel since it's the playoffs, we should. Everyone said that the Heat had Milwaukee's number and they could shut them down. Tonight, Milwaukee proved that that was not true. Milwaukee beat the Heat. They beat the brakes off of them tonight, 132-98.
Can't win them all.
Bucks are up 2-0 in the series, by the way. The Portland Trailblazers are not having much better time. They are currently losing 114-98 to the Nuggets. So they are not having much better of a time there in their series. However, they did win the first one, so that series will probably be tied at 1 with some kind there. So real quick, going back to baseball for a second, I want to ask you guys, we talk about the extra innings rule all the time with the guy on second base, right?
Yes.
How about the Rays? It was 8-8 after 9 innings. They go to 11 because no one scores in the 10th, and the Rays score 6 runs in the 11th inning, and they win 14-8.
That's what, their 11th straight victory too?
For the Rays?
Yeah.
Yes, they have won 11 in a row. They scored 7 runs. I'm sorry, it was 7 runs in the 11th to beat Toronto.
I was watching like the first little bit of that game, and like the first inning it was like 5-0,
Yeah.
and then it was like
Um,
5-2 or something like that.
And you just look at like how they did it, and they were the away team, by the way. They weren't even the home team. So they put all these up to start the game. It was 14-7 after the top of the 11th inning. So you look at how they scored it. It was a base hit, a double, grounded out to a shallow infield, fielder's choice, triple, double, ground out to shortstop. They did not hit. It's not home runs. They're not a power team. They play small ball and win games, and that's quite impressive. So that puts them at. They have won 30 games. They're 30-19 on the year,
Oh wow.
and they're in first place in the AL East. So they were kind of my dark horse this year. I thought Toronto was going to be better than they've been,
Definitely.
for sure.
So Boston's kind of fell out a little bit because they were in first for a little bit there.
They're only a half a game behind. They're 29-19.
Okay.
They just didn't play today, so
Yeah.
and the Yankees are actually 28-19, so they're only a game behind.
Yeah.
That's probably the best division in baseball right now. Is the AL East.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I don't. I honestly don't.
What division do you think is the best?
The
I
West.
think the best division right now, if we're talking about taking a snapshot right now, I have to say the NL West, because who would have thought that the Giants would be in first place? Granted, they did get swept by the Dodgers, but yet the Dodgers are not in first place. Now the Padres are in first place. And they're all within like a game from each other. I mean, come on, man.
I can't argue.
Untie that.
Yeah.
I can't argue that. I could argue. You could argue either way for either division. So, so real quick before we jump to our last topic, I want to just get you guys' opinions real quick on the whole Tony La Russa thing that's going on with the Shy Sox right now. Since that home run has happened, we don't need to talk about the situation because we all know. And La Russa basically came out and called his player out and said it's not something you do. He will be punished. Since then, the Shy Sox are 1-5.
Ouch.
So let me ask you guys: do you think they've given up on Tony La Russa?
No.
Yes. It was the game after the incident. That's when they gave up, because when Mercedes was up to bat, they pitched behind him, and Tony La Russa said, "Oh, I'm fine with that." I mean,
Yep.
he's stuck in the old school unwritten rules. Today's players don't have the unwritten rules.
Big B, what do you want to say? I feel like you got something to say.
Yeah, I mean, after that, like Sarge said, he came out and said that he was fine with the Twins throwing to get behind him, and his whole team came out and backed the player. So you got 25 guys that are against the coaching staff right now, and I think they've given up on him. I mean, like Sarge said, he's old school. I mean, I'm old school too. I like the unwritten rules, but you know what? The game's changed. These guys don't care about the unwritten rules. They care about themselves, the stats, and where the next contract's going. So, they got to do what they got to do to win. And, unfortunately, it was against my Twins that he hit the home run. And you know what? If it was a softball pitch, I mean, I don't know, maybe Sarge might have missed it, but everybody else probably would have crushed it and took him deep. So, I'm fine with it.
I think that no matter the situation, La Russa could have used different words, for sure.
Yep.
Maybe you didn't agree with what he did, but I think you have to back your player no matter what, and let him know that you have his back. And you not having his back, I think you lost him. I think that's the end.
Well,
of it.
and then and I thought there was going to be fireworks right away because the Twins announced a few hours before that game after it started, that they pulled Pineda from his start, and they called up some AAA guy to pitch. So I'm like, okay, so they're planning on throwing at him right away, and then bring Pineda into relief. So that's what I thought was going to happen, but of course it didn't. So
Right. All right. That takes us to our last topic before we get to rapid fire, which is everyone's favorite segment. And we are going to just look at the MLS, which did not have a match today for any of their teams. And they go again tomorrow. And so MLS, do you have an MLS team, Big B? I don't think we've ever asked you that.
I follow, soccer here and there. I watch it more when the Olympics are around, but Minnesota does have a team. I believe we're third or fourth year in. So, I mean, I watch soccer here and there. I don't follow it closely. I mean, my son plays it, so I watch him play. But, when it comes to Olympic time is when I really watch the soccer. So,
Yeah, I can understand that.
and the team here is the Loons, I think they're called.
They are. You are correct.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's for knowing that. So you think you know?
Yep, and their stadium on the overview looks like a toilet bowl. I'm dead serious, guys. I'll have to find the picture, but it looks like a toilet bowl top.
Yeah. Minnesota is 620, I believe it is.
Oh, okay.
All right, and we just want to say hi to Lisa Halverson. Thanks for watching tonight. And I like llamas 4. Hello. And we're not going to read the comment for Alejandro Baby Hands, but hello to you too. Let's not let's not go there right now. Anyway, let's go back to MLS. Tim, you have an MLS team?
The Sounders.
The Sounders.
I've always been a Sounders fan. I mean, like I said, when they had the Xbox on their jersey, that was like right there. Right now, they're in first place. They're one out of the 3 teams who are still undefeated without a loss, but they have a plus 11 goal differential this season so far. So, I mean, they're going to be up there. They're going to be towards the final.
Yeah, right. And they're 5-0-2 right now, so they are very, very, very good as far as the Western Conference goes. And that brings us to rapid fire. Now, are we all ready for this tonight?
Ready.
So we'll start with Chris tonight. Yeah, we never start with Chris, so we'll start with Chris. Chris, are you ready, sir?
I am ready.
All right. If you could buy any type of food item right now, what would it be?
Banana.
A banana. All right. What is your dream job?
Sports reporter.
Okay. And if you could trade lives with anyone for a day, who would it be and why?
I don't know. Probably any celebrity, only because to see what's life is like as a celebrity.
Okay. Those are good answers. I like those. Sarge, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Oh, let's see. What's one thing that annoys you the most?
Oh, Dogs barking.
Dogs barking.
Yeah, the continuous bark. That never
I like
stops.
it. What is your favorite movie quote ever?
I've had that one 3 times.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, okay, then let's go with. What would you do if you were invisible?
Boy. Glad my wife is. Glad my wife is not on this show tonight. No, just kidding. I don't know. That's a tough one. Like, I'll probably sneak into like some unauthorized area.
Some unauthorized area. There you go, like Area 51. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Maybe.
Um,
Do the Naruto run while I do it.
what TV sitcom family would you want to be a member of?
The Taylors from Home Improvement.
The Taylors from Home Improvement. All right. And that brings us to Big B.
All right.
Oh. What supply in your house would be the worst one to run out of?
What supply?
Yeah.
Probably like cleaning stuff. For the floors because my wife's always cleaning. So
Okay. What was your favorite book growing up?
Charlotte's Web.
Charlotte's Web. That's a good one. And in one word, describe your computer abilities.
Average.
Average. I like that. All right, Chris, man, you got 30 seconds. Take it away. Tell us anything else you want to say.
Alright. Thank you guys for watching the show. Please follow all of our stuff and hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to share it with your friends, family, whoever you can, and just help us grow it and hope you guys like what we put out.
All right, Big B.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me on again. I enjoy chat with all you guys. Check me out. Like J Max said at the beginning, on Sunday noon Central for You Think You Know. J Max will go for 3 weeks running as champ. So
All right, and Sarge.
All right, thank you for everyone to watching the show. Hope everyone has a good night. Just thank you for everything. Just keep share. I mean, it's been a great time since we got here.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll say that check us out. We'll be back on Friday for sure. We're talking about doing a Wednesday show this week, but we'll do Friday for sure. And you can catch me on Sports Minute on Wednesday. Big B, are you going to be on Wednesday this week or no?
yeah, I should be on Wednesdays. Typically I got stuff going on beforehand, but I'm typically ready to go on Wednesdays when Sports Minute rolls around.
All right. Well, again, as you see, we have some sponsors that scroll across the bottom. Please go check those out. That's how we pay the bills. No one likes ads, especially me, but that's how we pay our bills. So please keep us going. Check those out. Check out our Facebook page, Four Bros Radio, on Facebook, and check us out on the UK Radio Oxen. You can message any of us for the link, and we will get that to you. So for Chris, Big B, and Sarge, I am J-Mac the Bearded One, and I hope you all have a fantastic night. We will see you on the other side.